Hi, welcome back to another Citizen's Guide to Planning video. I'm Rodney Ashby and I'm the Director of Planning and Zoning for the City of Nampa. We are in the City of Nampa Council chambers where the city's public hearings are held. Perhaps the most critical thing citizens need to understand when they are here is that public hearings are for their benefit. These hearings must occur prior to approval of a project. If a public hearing is going to happen, it means you can still participate in the process before a decision is made. Public hearings are established in state law to consider all the facts of a project before making a decision and to mitigate negative impacts where possible. A public hearing is not a public vote or popularity contest. Rather than determining how many people support a proposal, they are a way to hear all the facts of the case before deciding to approve or deny a project. City Council and Planning and Zoning Commissioners listen to testimony for three main reasons. One, to ensure a proposed project is consistent with adopted city plans. Two, to ensure a proposed project follows city standards. And three, to ensure that all approval criteria outlined in code are met. Approval criteria depend on the type of project, but generally relate to whether the project is compatible and if the timing of the project is appropriate. This is where decision makers have the greatest authority to deny or approve a project based on facts received during public testimony. They also may add conditions of approval to make the project fit better or to mitigate concerns. The public hearing process is established in state law. Local law provides additional procedures to ensure the public is informed and have a formal way to share concerns and facts that are important to make decisions about a project. In the City of Nampa, public hearings are almost always required to be published in the newspaper. Nampa also posts these hearings on our website. Anyone can sign up to receive an email anytime a new public hearing is scheduled. In most land use cases, state law requires that a notice be sent to property owners within 300 feet of the property and that a notice sign be posted on the property itself. City staff place large public hearing notice signs on the property 2 weeks before the meeting. When a sign may be difficult for the public to see on the property, sometimes we place another sign along major roadways. On each sign is a box containing flyers with more details about the project. Following public testimony, the applicant is given 5 minutes to make their closing comments and additional time if needed to answer questions. The public hearing is then closed and no additional comments may be received from the public or the applicant. The board deliberates and makes a decision. Perhaps the best way for the public to communicate with decision makers is to provide written comments or email to be included in the staff report. These need to be received by the Planning and Zoning Department by noon on the Wednesday prior to the hearing in order to be included in the staff report. Anything we receive after that will also be passed on to the decision makers, but are not included in the staff report. The City of Nampa has two primary boards that consider land use applications. The Planning and Zoning Commission is made up of 9 community volunteers appointed by the mayor and city council. These volunteers are from many different backgrounds and put in countless hours of service for the community they live in. The second body is the City Council, which is made up of 6 elected officials who represent 6 different districts of the city. The Planning and Zoning Commission has decision-making authority for only a few land use applications, including conditional use permits, but is primarily responsible for making recommendations to the City Council. Within 15 days of their decision, someone may appeal the decision to the City Council. For most applications, after a recommendation by the Planning and Zoning Commission, a second public hearing is scheduled before City Council. The public would then have a second opportunity to give written or verbal testimony. In addition to the request, staff report, and public testimony, the Council also considers the Planning and Zoning Commission's recommendation before making a decision. It is important that the decorum of a public hearing be maintained in order to ensure a fair and democratic process. The chair of the meeting is responsible for conducting an orderly process where all views are considered in a respectful manner. Though a decision doesn't always make everyone happy, the public hearing process ensures that each person is treated fairly and their opinion is considered. We invite you to get involved with your community by respectfully participating in the public hearing process. Thank you for watching Nampa's Citizen's Guide to Planning video. If you have any questions, please reach out to our office. We'd be happy to help you.